Hello. Good evening. Hello USA. Hello Britain. Hello Kevin. Gav, hello. You've almost got your army painted in time for Brewhammer. You got like 24 hours, right? Umbra went ahead and bought a bunch of pieces, I guess. Yeah, I bought these this week. I bought shoulder pads on eBay. I also bought base extenders on eBay, and I need something a bit more upbeat than this. Hold on, so a bit more upbeat. Hello, Mike. Two mics at the same time. Hello, hello, hello. So I had an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I had an idea nonetheless. So I've got this box to check out in a minute as well. Grey Tide Studios. Where the hell was my clippers and some glue? Yeah, I'll need that, and I'll need that, and I'll need that. Cool. So I wanted to look at some of these Grey Tide bits because I'm gonna be doing a video on them in the next week or so. So I need to check them out. Hello, Maris. But I was thinking, so many random ass sprues here. There's a Terminator Captain, another Terminator Captain. Yeah, these guys. Sternguard veterans. Well, I am going to be fielding any Sternguard veterans for Blood Angels, that's for sure. So what if the Sternguard veterans' bodies, with the loincloths, right? What if they became jump intercessors for me? Because they need to have some Death Company flavor, right? And the new box is not going to have any Death Company flavor. So, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 loincloths here. So something like 4 loincloths on that sprue. That was the sprue I was sort of looking for. I don't think I've used any of those Sternguard yet. Hello, David. Hello, Iggy. I do have a shitload of these friggin' flamer guys. I don't even know what they're called because no one runs them. Oh, and I've got that's a firstborn. So I must have almost 10 of these loincloth guys then. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean I definitely have a bunch of loincloths. Okay, so I'm gonna use the guys with the loincloths to make Death Company bodies. I think that's what we're gonna do. I've got assault intercessors here as well. So if I want to, I can look at those. I also wanted to see what a jump pack looked like, potentially. But yeah, so I've got these loincloths. I've got instructions for these guys. Yeah, cool. Okay. I'm organised for once. There's Death Company shoulder pads. We won't lose them. Try not to lose them. Hello, Reziel. Hello, Blood Buffalo. Good evening. Harry just finished painting his Blood Angels. You ready for the new box? Well, you're gonna have a lot more painting to do, Harry. Yeah, and I've got assault intercessor bodies as well. The annoying thing with assault intercessor bodies though is these chain swords are attached. The shoulder pads are all attached. I really hate that. I prefer it when the arms are in pieces. Okay, but that's fine. So Sternguard. Well, there's a random helmet that fell off there. I'll put that to the side. Yeah, these Stern Guard from the Indomitus set. No, from the Leviathan set, sorry. They're quite chunky. Yeah, they're not lifted off the ground, but I mean, I could do something about that. I do have some Assault Marine bits, so I could maybe try and pose some of them off the ground. We'll see. I mean, these guys are quite monopose. And, I do like the loincloths. So I think if you use these guys' body, like, I'm not going to build 10 Stern Guard. I'm not going to build 5 Stern Guard, I don't need them. I can't see them ever being that meta. What have they got? Bolt rifles and heavy bolter? I mean, like, they're literally the same loadout as company heroes, so why would you take these guys over company heroes? They used to be good, I guess, when they did dev wounds and that, but that all got nerfed. Anytime something's that's good for Space Marines, it gets nerfed, right? So I think a few of these bodies for Death Company. I think that's the plan. Primaris Death Company with loincloths, because we're not getting any loincloths in the box. Do you know what? If they make Stern Guard good, Reziel, I'll just use Intercessors, because I've got a fuckload of Intercessors. I have a really bad headache tonight as well, so if I swear or anything like that, it's just because I've got this headache, and I'm probably not quite myself. So I wanted to see what bits that I could actually use from the Grey Tide Studios, because I'm going to be doing a video on the Crimson Lords pretty soon, like very soon. So for example, there you go, there's a Crimson Lord Eviscerator. Two-handed Eviscerator with a blood drop and the wing on the blade. Pretty cool. So I could actually make some of these death. There's another Eviscerator where he's holding it with one hand. Pretty nice. How does it scale against a regular chainsword? Let's have a look. Here's a regular chainsword. Here's the Eviscerator. So yeah, it's a good bit taller. And the hilt is massive in comparison. It's got a blood drop on it as well, which is quite nice. Some sort of like almost Horus Heresy markings on there. So, is there any Sanguinary Guard parts? There is lots of Sanguinary Guard parts. So, I've been delivered this box by Grey Tide Studio, and I'll show you this while we're here. I was wondering if there's an easy way for me to throw the thumbnail on the screen that I've been working on. There is. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me show you this. This might look a bit janky just for a second. The screen might go like a random color. No, it's okay. Okay, so thumbs. Where is it? John. Thumbs. Crimson Lords. Yeah, so this thumbnail is a work in progress. But basically, what the Crimson Lords set is it's not whole models, right? So none of these are whole models. Like underneath this guy, the guy one in from the left, you can see that he's obviously like a Primaris Lieutenant model. But lots of the bits added to him are part of this Grey Tide Studios. They're doing a Kickstarter in 2 weeks' time, actually less than 2 weeks' time now. And I promised to do a video on them, so I've got everything to show you, both in like picture form, that's where I made the thumbnail from, and I've also got this box here. So my plan for before the video is to put some of these pieces onto models, so I can show them in my video, right? So here, for example, do I have Primaris? I was building one the other night. So unfortunately, my Primaris guys here have their jump packs already stuck on. But here is the winged jump pack. So this would be good for, like, for example, Sanguinary Guard that do not have wings anymore. Well, here's a Primaris jump pack with the wings just built in. And if you stick around for a bit in the stream, I'll probably get to a point where I've got a model that we can actually like dry fit the jump pack onto. Do I have some glue tack? Because I might not want to glue it on. I do have blue tack. You know, I think I know where my blue tack is. So, I got sent 5 of those jump packs. So, yeah, so I figure that that's like 3 Sangre Guard with wings, and then like a captain. Oh, do you know what? I've got a captain. I've got a captain. Let's start on the captain. That's what I was thinking about the other night. I didn't want to build this captain because I was like, maybe I'll get some Blood Angel parts. Well, here's some Blood Angel parts. So let's see what we can do with this captain, looking at some of the Grey Tide stuff, and then afterwards I'm probably going to build some Stern Guard as well, because I think Stern Guard will work. I'm going to be here for at least an hour, maybe a bit longer, but like I said, I do have a bit of a headache, so if it gets much worse I might end up bailing and go and lie down or something like that. I had a really bad headache last Friday as well, so sometimes that shit just happens, I guess. Yeah, so this is the standard Space Marine Captain with a jump pack. We haven't seen anything like that for Blood Angels. In that, like, I don't even know if we've got a Captain on foot, but I don't think we've had any sort of news about a jump pack Captain. So I guess I'm probably going to make his legs and his body, and then I'm probably going to try and make a lot of his other pieces from these Grey Tide Studio pieces. But yeah, so the Grey Tide stuff, they've got everything, right? Like, let me go through it real quick. He sent me this giant bag of shoulder pads, like, holy crap balls, there's so many in here. Just every single one is like what you would have hoped for in the new Blood Angels box. Look at these cool Death Company ones. They definitely look high quality. You know when you get 3D printed stuff and you're not entirely sure when you're buying it on eBay or something? Everything here looks very high quality and also very, very good details. Very intricate details, right? They look more Night Lords than Blood Angels. Well, it'll be up to you to customize them as much as you want. They do have probably a lot of heraldry on them, but there's shed loads of options here. So I guess, you know, go to town in terms of where you want to go with the options. You don't have to go... If you think the pieces are too ornate... Well, the idea is that you... Oh, I even got a bunch of toppers for bases, I guess. So some scenic bases there. There's a Brutalis kit, which will be handy, right? Unfortunately, I just finished building my Brutalis. But I mean, I'm going to get another one in the space, in the box, right? So, like, you've got the bit of Brutalis with, like, Sanguinius's eye thing from his armor. You've got sort of those death mask, I believe, because I was looking at these. Hold on, where did I put the Brutalis? Yeah, he's over here. So, like, I believe these would be the shoulder pad pieces. Oh, do you know what? I could actually stick those over the top of the current shoulder pads. I think they're big enough for... I think the idea would be you just stick them over the top. Maybe. I assumed that I maybe didn't stick this one shoulder pad on. I thought this was going to be the replacement. So, it's also got a bit for... Let me see if I... So that would be one shoulder pad. This would be the other shoulder pad. I mean, maybe that is a little bit Knight's Lord, but you paint it Blood Angels, right? You can make it look Blood Angels. So those shoulder pads go over the top. You've got a different idea for the sarcophagus with, like, more intricate sort of Horus Heresy designs with those sort of gold figure eights. There would be a couple of winged pieces here that you could stick on. Is the idea that they stick on top? I mean, kind of looks like it, right? You've got a loincloth you could stick on your... Make them a bit Space Wolves. I think it would stick... The idea would be it would stick on there as well, yeah? And then do these... I wasn't sure about if these are supposed to stick on top as well. Or they were supposed to replace that bit. Because when I was trying to dry fit them, I was like, I think I should have stuck those on already. Like, are they supposed to... Are they supposed to replace the bottom part? I mean, you don't get instructions with these, right? You just get them. So I wasn't really sure about the leg pieces. Is there banners? Well, not for the dreadnought. But I might put those. I might. I already got 3 Redemptors. It might be an idea to just customize this one. You mean like there's a lot of weapons, swords, chainswords, axes, melta pistols, regular jump packs. Some of the storm shields are pretty cool, by the way. You'd like this one, Eternal Crusader. It's somewhere between a Black Templar and a Blood Angel shield. Look at that one. I thought that looked pretty cool. So, a few different customized storm shields. There was tons of Power Fists in here, but I'm not sure we care about Power Fists anymore. There's Lightning Claws. There was Death Company jump packs. Now this is interesting, right? Oh, no, don't throw those back in there because I'm trying to get through everything. So this is what we would have wanted with the Death Company box, right? Like, there's a Death Company jump pack with like parchment on the back of it, and skulls all along the little fins full of skulls, the ridge full of skulls. So there's that Death Company jump pack. This one's got the X you can paint on the back here. It's kind of hard to see, I think, on the camera, but there is an X, small X on there. Again, skulls along the ridges. There's an iron halo on that one, so I guess you could give that one to a chaplain or something. All the fins. Oh, look, here's one with a big X on the back. This is exactly what we want. This is exactly what we wanted. Where can we get these? Yes, Lewis, I'm making... so I've done a collab with this guy, and I'm making a video. That's what I was showing earlier on the thumbnail, right? So I'm making a video, and his Kickstarter is going live in like 2 weeks' time. So my video will publish on the day that his Kickstarter thingy opens, and you can buy them in printable STLs. I believe you can buy the license, so you can print them out and sell them yourself if you want to, or you can buy the... Or you can just buy them printed out for you, right? So, when these came, I was like, oh my god, this is going to fix all the problems that we're having. I hope you guys got a laugh in the thumbnail. I was just trying to be a bit funny. So we've got Terminator shoulder pads. Oh no, sorry, these are Gravis shoulder pads. They look big. I thought they were Terminator. No, Gravis. So this is literally covers everything. It covers the Brutalis dreadnought. It covers Gravis. These are just like... I was going to say, these are like cherubs or something. No, these are just like things you could put on bases, I guess. Just like, he didn't actually write what those are. Yeah, Terminators. So, I saw a Cyclone missile launcher in here. Oh, let's not lose the Terminator head. So you've got like an arcanic Cyclone missile launcher, like Horus Heresy style, with wings on the side of it. Sort of the intricate gold patterns on the top again, the skulls. A large cape for a Terminator with blood drops on it. Some pretty cool Terminator shoulder pads. You definitely use these on some of the easy to build Terminators. So there's a whole set for Terminator customization, I guess. Then there's like Flamers, Scouts, Phobos. I guess that's customized Phobos shoulder pads. So blood drops on Phobos shoulder pads. That's cool as well. We don't have those. There's a whole bag of Power Fists. I guess Primaris Power Fists. I don't know. We're going to need a whole bag of them, but I guess the Power Fist here is probably going to be, again, more ornate than the default one that comes with Assault Intercessors, right? So, there'll be some Power Fists with, like, parchments on them. I was going to say there's some Power Fists with, like, extended fingers or closed fingers. Lots of options, again. Oh, you've got loads of those little decal things you can put on top of jetpacks and backpacks just to make them Blood Angels. You know, little like pauldron, shoulder shields and everything, like a whole bag of them. Jetpack toppers, so a whole thing of tactical rocks that are Blood Angels themed, probably. Within reason, I guess. And a business card. Take your miniatures to the next level. It definitely seems like you'll be able to. No, I don't think there was any banners. I don't know who it was that asked for banners. Oh, there's some custom Croziuses there as well. And a bunch of capes. Just a bunch of random capes, I guess, that you could put on captains or whomever. So yeah, let's try and build this captain, and let's try and make him more Blood Angels than he would be from the default box. Got confused with all these bags of shit now. And yeah, the video about the Grey Tide, and then I might stick a couple of those bits on the Brutalis dreadnought, honestly, because I already got 3 Brutalis. Why do I already got 3 Redemptors. Maybe I want to just make this one different. Yeah, so Grey Tide Studios, coming out soon. How much for the full set printed? I don't know the prices. He said it will be cheaper if you do the Kickstarter than it will be afterwards. But I think he was still working out the prices. But all I can attest to so far is the quality looks really good. Let me get into actually making a few models with it. That way then I can actually, you know, then I can actually show some of the models when I make this video in like 2 weeks time. So hopefully this fucking headache goes away soonish. But yeah, good evening everybody, thanks for tuning in. I guess it'll be nothing too exciting tonight, just checking out those. So chill out, grab yourself a coffee, whatever it is you do. And usually when we make these things on stream, I usually butcher them, so I'll probably end up butchering something. So yeah. Let me see if I can move the chat or make chat a little bit bigger, just because. Chat. Get over here. Is it working? Primaris are the best at Kitbash. Why? Just because they're bigger, Stephen? Oh, this guy has little fins on his legs. Huh. I forgot Assault Intercessors had these fins on their legs. But yeah, I've had this captain since he came out, like, ages ago. I just didn't have any, like, real motivation to build him, I guess, because I wasn't really sure what I was building a jump captain for. So I'm glad I kept him now, because I guess this gives me a reason to like, you know, build half the model with the Space Marine bits, and then build the other half of the model using the Grey Tide stuff, which, the Grey Tide stuff set, like, there's no full models. You aren't getting any full models. So what you need to do is you probably still need to buy the new Flavor of the Month. Sorry, not Flavor of the Month. Flavor of the Month. No, that's a completely different from FOMO, isn't it? Like I said, I got a headache. You need to buy the Feeler of Missing Out box to get all these models, which you can then use with custom parts to make them more Blood Angels. There was a... I don't know if you guys noticed, there was a petition started about telling Games Workshop that the new models are not... The new Sanctuary Guard models are not good enough. There was a petition going around earlier today. I think it was up at almost 500 signatures, right? Well, the Crimson Lords, which is all the pieces that I have here, Drizzle, will be on, are going up for like a pre-order on, I believe that my video is coming out on the 26th. So if you're interested in any of these Crimson Lord stuff, things, I was interested anyway, and I guess I was a little bit lucky because I'd actually started researching the Crimson Lords because I was like, oh, I'm really interested in that. I'm probably going to have to buy them. You like the thumbnail method? Thanks. Yeah, it was a good thumbnail, right? I must admit I didn't take credit for it. Someone on Reddit made that and I was like, that's hilarious. And I just couldn't stop laughing. I had to check that it was like politically correct, and then because I wasn't sure if it was a bad meme or whatnot. I don't really do memes. So it seemed like it was okay, so I thought I'll use it for my thumbnail. It's kind of funny. Evening, Trivial Pursuit. How are you doing, buddy? You might as well buy 10 Assault Intercessors to use this to upgrade with jump packs. Well, here's the thing. The new Blood Angels box, the fear of... I keep wanting to say fear of missing... Yeah, it's fear of missing out. I'm really discombobulated tonight. The fear of missing out box is coming with 10 jump intercessors and 10 assault intercessors. I already got like probably like 15 assault intercessors and already got like what, 30 probably more than 30 firstborn Death Company with jump packs. So if I'm gonna make these new guys as Death Company, then I'm gonna need something to customize them, because otherwise they're gonna look super vanilla next to everything I've already got. So I was kind of already investigating Crimson Lords with an idea of like, I'll probably do that Kickstarter because it will be about the time of the new Blood Angels box, and I feel like that will give me a bunch of third-party bits that will help me achieve my goals of keeping my army looking cool. And then, like, I honestly think I found out about Crimson Lords, like, and then the very next day the guy from Crimson Lords emailed me and was like, hey, we've got this thing that you might be interested in. I was like, yeah, I'm interested. So, Alex says the thumbnail is awesome. Yeah, I thought it was funny. I'm gonna buy 3 of the new Sangreguard. Someone on my right, because I guess because I'm the go-to Blood Angels guy on YouTube, right? Or I'm the Blood Angels guy. Then everybody has used my comment section for the last 48 hours to bitch about Sangreguard. It's like that quote from Jay and Silent and the Bob the movie. He's like, the internet has given everybody everyone in America a voice, and everyone has chosen to use that voice to bitch about movies. Well, everybody has this week has chose to use their voice to bitch about the new Sangreguard models. And I said in one of the comment replies, because you guys know that if you leave me a comment, I do read them all. Like the last few days, like I have a 30-minute walk to and from work. All I've been doing in my entire like 1-hour commute every day is reading comments and replying when I can, right? Because like do you know what? I feel like that new video has had at least 100. I'll tell you. I wonder what the dislike ratio in that video is as well. So on the new video, 12 people disliked it, 577 people liked it. But yeah, there was 409 comments on that Sangreguard video. I want to say that I've replied. I've love-hearted, because if I read your comment, I leave a little love heart. So I've like love-hearted like 300 plus comments on that video. So all I've been doing is reading comments and replying. And in one of the comments I said like, well, I'm gonna buy 3 Sangreguard, and someone replied and was like, you don't like them, but you're gonna buy 3. Gross. Putting on an accent. That's how I imagine he spoke. He was like, he's really angry that I said I was gonna buy 3 of them. And I was like, well, I mean, if they'd been really good, I'd have probably bought 18, right? Because we're allowed to field them in 6s, so I'd have probably bought 3 squads of 3. But because I said I was gonna buy 3 of them, he's like, gross! How dare you buy 3 of them? You don't even like them. I was like, yeah, but I mean, I'll convert 3 of them, and then I'll use 15 firstborn, right? The entire Blood Angels come to my shoulder to cry on. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the entire Blood Angels this week have used their voice to bitch about Sangreguard, which is, I don't think it's unjustified. I would have liked the Sangreguard to be more ornate, or more, what's the word I'm looking for? They should have had more heraldry, they should have been more ornate, they should have been more, like, I feel like their armor before was quite intricate, and it's not now. So there's just something, and I sort of get it. Like I said, I'm only going to buy 3 of them, whereas if they'd been really good, I'd have probably bought more, right? Alex says, bitching about Sangreguard feels good, but isn't constructive. Yeah, it's not constructive. That's why I haven't really, you know, I'll buy them, I'll convert them. I usually convert stuff anyway, right? Like, let's be honest here. My whole YouTube channel literally started on converting stuff. And I think the first thing I ever converted on the channel was either like an Outrider or a Terminator or something, and that was my first ever video. It was like, because that's what I do. It's one of the things that I like the most in the hobby, is like finding bits and bobs and making them cooler, I guess. And I think a lot of people like that. Just I always do this. I always cut out too many pieces at once, and I'm like, where does these pieces go? I'm good at that. Yeah, it feels like that fits together. Okay, the sheer number of comments should tell. I think a lot of people have actually emailed Games Workshop Reziel, because there was like a Reddit thread of people saying Gothic. Yeah, they should be more Gothic. You're right. Yeah, they don't look very Gothic, that's for sure. There was a Reddit thread where someone was trying to say, like, constructively email Games Workshop and tell them what you don't like, but like, don't flame anyone, don't say anything, like, you know, be constructive in why you don't like them. Because if you're not constructive, you may as well not email them, right? So, like, people have been emailing them. I think it's more than just a handful of people have emailed as well. Like, if it was just like 1 or 2 people, but I want to say it's probably a couple of hundred. Like, a lot of people are, like, 409 comments, and I think that, like, so out of those 409 comments I got on my video, I want to say like 350 of them are people bitching. 20 of them are people saying, you know, they're fine. That's sort of where I am. And then the last 30 are new players, or players that didn't like the intricacies, saying, yeah, I think they're okay, you know? So it's like the ratio is very high on dislike. Like, it must be like 80%. I could do a poll on the channel and ask people, like, if they like them or not. I think it would be about 80-20. Was it a Bike Captain was one of the first things I converted? Maybe as well. Derek says Baroque. My biggest gripe was no wings. Yeah, I don't like the little dinky wings. I even put wings on my Dante, honestly. I like the wings. I always thought they added a bit of character. Sort of, if the wings give you a tactical disadvantage because it's harder to hide the models, I can live with it because of how cool they look. That's the way I look at it. GW aren't going to go back on anything. They might not go back on anything, Stephen, but I guess if, let's say their inbox is blowing up and they have 1,000 emails from Blood Angels players saying, I really hate this, or whatever. If they get enough emails, maybe they go, well, maybe we should make that our third party, maybe we should make that upgrade sprue with all the bits that people are really upset that they've lost. I don't know. Could I send them an email representing us? I could, but they don't. I've emailed them a few times about my channel. I'm too small. I think you need to have, like, you literally have to have 40,000 subscribers for them to be interested in. So, like, my opinion doesn't have much weight, I'm afraid. You guys might think my opinion has weight. In reality, I'm afraid it doesn't. I also probably like to think my opinion has weight, but no, it really, really doesn't. It's fine. I'm not upset about it. I've got over it. I realise that I'm small and... Hey, I'm still growing. I'm growing. I'm not going anywhere, right? I'll be here in a good number of years' time. I'll still be growing. We'll see what happens. We got 108 people watching tonight. It's more than last night's battle report. Where were you guys last night? Is Thursday a better night for people, is it? Or is it my awesome thumbnails that made everyone tune in tonight? I mean, it was pretty great thumbnail, I must admit. I actually have a tactics video coming out tomorrow as well, which is a bit weird because it was actually really difficult to film a tactics video this week. You have a fiercely loyal group, says Jeffrey. Yeah, but I do. I feel very lucky about the community that we've got here on Blood Angels Commander. I have been very lucky. Hey! Welcome, Alien Java. Hello. Thank you so much for subscribing. You made me completely... You completely threw me with that High Have Awoken. What was I talking about? Your wallet is your vote. Yeah, I guess that's why people were. That's why that one guy was mad at me that I was buying one box of Sangre Guard, because I guess I am opening my wallet for the new releases, even though they aren't quite what we had hoped. But that's a really tough question, right? Because it's like we've been waiting. I said at the start of my video the other day, we've been waiting 7 years for new Sangre Guard. I mean, arguably we've been waiting longer for new Jump Marines, but I guess these Sangre Guard, ever since the first Primaris appeared like 7 years ago, we've been waiting for some, like, you know, an update to our Sangre Guard or something. So when they're with them coming, to just be like, no, I'm not going to buy any of them. And they were always going to change a bit, right? Like they weren't going to. I don't know how I justify that, but I feel like I'm buying 3 of them. It just feels like you need a QN engineer to assemble those. It's just the Primaris captain. I suck at assembling stuff, I guess. DTM, we know that you're loyal to the Blood Angels. We thank you for your service. We appreciate you. This is a weird join on this leg, though. The only reason I haven't glued it yet is because it feels like it's a weird join. So it joins, and then that. I think this other bit masks. I'm just trying to make sure that I haven't left any like clippings from clipping it off the sprue. It's got an awkward bit in there on the leg. Reziel says my philosophy is I won't pay GW for anything that isn't excellent. Their prices are too high otherwise. You live in America though, right, Reziel, and their prices in America are. I mean, they make the models in the UK, right? So I guess shipping them to America is expensive. So because I know that people in Australia pay like a lot of money for the GW products. Like they play more than you guys in America. What's my opinion on boarding actions? I like boarding actions, Zach. I only played it once, but I want to play the new version of it with the new book. I did like it when I played it. I think Mephiston's actually very good in boarding actions. I really... that's probably my favourite part about boarding actions, was like, it's a game mode where Mephiston's actually good. Because you never... like, I don't think Mephiston's good in like general 40k or whatever you call it. General 40k? Hamp to champ, that's your meme? Well, you're a champion, Hamp. I saw it on Reddit and thought it was hilarious. You're getting me all the clicks tonight. We had 100 people in here just watching me looking at these Crimson Lord things. Canada CAD, I think that's Canadian dollars and Australian dollars. They're expensive. Yeah, I mean, it must be expensive to ship anything to Australia, right? You guys are literally on the other... you're as far away as possible on the other side of the world. The UK gets the GW products cheapest for sure. Yeah, for once in our lives, we're blessed to be in the UK. Normally, well, especially Scotland. Scotland doesn't exactly feel like the centre of the earth most of the time. I'll tell you, we feel like super backwater. So, hold on a minute then. What? Oh, could I have put a topper on this space? Would that have been better? No, I think this was okay. As the Sangre Guard are Dante's bodyguard, they can't out-pimp Dante. If Dante had no wings and nipples, well, neither does the Sangre Guard. Did Dante have no nipples? I didn't really pay attention when they released Dante's model. I wasn't really looking for nipples. I know some people are super upset about the nipples. Marius likes being in the back... I do actually like the backwater as well, Marius, I must admit. I kind of want to put these dreadnought pieces on this dreadnought.
I have awoken.
I have no idea how to say your name, Thribra. Thribra? But thank you so much for subscribing, I do appreciate it. So if this is a Primaris captain, I assume that I should just give him an infernal pistol, and I guess cross my fingers that Blood Angels captains will eventually be allowed infernal pistols. Do you know what might be quite cool is to just give him an axe. Because we don't really have... Well, that's a pretty cool Thunderhammer. Look at that Thunderhammer. Huh. Somewhere between like a Deathwatch Thunderhammer and... a Blood Angels Thunderhammer. There is a one-handed axe, which is sort of like reminiscent of the old Sangre Guard. Thanks for making great content. Thanks for watching, man. I mean, content only works if people are going to come and watch it, right? If you want your own nipples, just make some out of green stuff. I mean, you could make green stuff nipples, yeah. Jim says he can't justify $60 for 3 models. Yeah, they won't be quite as much as 60 in the UK, but yeah. They showed the captain on foot with the infernal pistol. At the moment, as far as I'm aware, a jump captain cannot have an infernal pistol for Blood Angels. But that's not stopping me. I'm going to use an infernal pistol right now. I've got a whole bag of them thanks to the Crimson Lords. So it'd just be a case of finding one that works with this guy's pose. Where do they normally put his pistol in? They put it in right hand? So... no, that one wouldn't work. Nor that one. Alright, I guess it's a right-handed infernal pistol. I like the it's going to be hard for me to show you that, but here's like plasma pistols with like wings down the barrel. That's pretty cool. So one side's got a wing down, no, both sides have a wing down the barrel. And then there's like a blood drop just above like the trigger finger. They're pretty cool actually, they're quite, look like something out of Doom or something. Even just having like plasma pistols that have Blood Angels heraldry on it is really nice. I like that plasma pistol. I might actually go put plasma pistol on this guy. It's a very cool plasma pistol. Okay. Thunderhammer and Storm Shield is an option for the captain. I've already got a Primaris captain with those. So the thing about the Storm Shield captain, the Storm Shield was good when the captain was kind of a lone operative, but now he's usually with a squad. Does that not mean if he was allowed to have a pistol, you would have a pistol? We were talking about that last night, about the microphone in the room we play in, and we were talking about maybe buying some clip-on microphones. I'm going to put it on the... I want clip-on microphones for GT next summer anyway, so that like... so that when we do our GT, we have... like we can mic up the top table and actually you could hear it over all the noise that was in the hall. So yeah, clip-on microphones are something that we are thinking about getting for the channel, so it's on the list. Alright, let's leave out an infernal pistol one arm. Let's leave out this plasma pistol on the other arm, and let's see what else see what other options are. Evening, Cambo. I wonder if you can make 6 Sanguinary Guard mixing them with a Blade Guard veteran kit. I think they're going to be very similar in size to the Blade Guard. I really do. Well, this is why I was looking at these Crimson Lords, because these Crimson Lords have jetpacks with wings. In fact, I probably use one of them on this guy, actually. Like, see what it looks, you know, like, how well does it fit in? Well, it fits in kind of perfect. So I'll keep this jetpack out. We'll put on a winged jetpack on this captain, because I think that would make a lot of sense. I'm sure at some point I'll want a captain with a winged jetpack. I'll be able to print some more, or I'll be able to buy some more of these from Crimson Lords if I so need them. Another option would be the Death Company jump packs, and there is a few Death Company jump packs here. And I do like having Death Company captains. It is pretty cool to have Death Company captains. You could have the jump pack, which is also pretty cool. But I'm gonna make a Death Company after I get a little bit further on. And then I've got this one as well, actually. This one's got like dinky wings, or one on one side. I think the other one just needs glued back on. I think it's snapped a little bit, but it's fine. Tiny bit of super glue will fix that, no bother. Yeah. Yeah, I think if I glue that, you wouldn't even know it's broken. Cool. I'll glue that. Put it to the side, actually. Alex, thank you so much for the $4.99. Make an Amazon list for us to help support the channel. It's not the worst idea, but I suppose I do not have an Amazon list. I'm gonna try and find a weapon for this guy. I think I want it. So the Primaris captain comes with swords. So there's cool chain swords. I'm really tempted to do an axe. Just because we don't really see that very often. There's like a feathered axe. It's pretty cool. Look at that. That would have been cool on the Sandguard if they were still allowed axes. How did I get those wings? Because I'm doing a collaboration with someone who's doing a set of 3D printed upgrades for Blood Angels, and I'll be releasing the video. I think it's on the 26th. That's the plan. Some of these chainswords are pretty chunky as well, you know that? It's nice. I might do the axe, because then I can just say whenever I'm playing my opponent that it's a proxy for another weapon. Because there's no such thing as a Blood Angel's axe, right? There's also this little weird Thunderhammer. It's got like wings and like, it looks like a baton or something. Dual-handed axes, let's go, says Killer. That's tempting. That's so tempting. Campbell, thank you so much for being a member for 23 months. Look at that. You still have a Death Company squad on the sprue. Do you know what? I bought Death Company. I bought on eBay this week, like the last set of Death Company shoulder pads from a seller, just because I was actually looking for some more feathered, you know, the feathered Sanguinary Guard shoulder pads, the standard ones. Now that you've said to wield him with 2 melee weapons, that's kind of what I want to do. His pistols, I mean, he's got a pouch here. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do 2 melee weapons. He's got a holster. So if we're playing him in a tournament, we can just say whatever pistol. Sometimes I actually like it when they've got a holster, because you can just be like, oh, his infernal pistol's in his holster. And then if Infernal Pistol isn't a valid choice, well, it doesn't matter because, you know, it could be a flamer he's got in the... So I need a... So we're going to put an axe in one hand. What are we going to put in the other hand? Is a nice... Like a big Blood Angel sword? Yeah. About that. An axe and a sword. Damn it, that's these are all left-handed. So I've got a left-handed axe. Oh, a right-handed axe, okay. Alright, this captain's gonna dual-wield axes. That makes it easy as well, because if I'm in a tournament, I'll just put on the datasheet what weapons he's got, right? The guy who did the Bloodbound Sangreguard also does jump packs and other assorted upgrades. Yeah, there's lots of people that are doing...
I have awoken.
Mitchell, thank you so much for subscribing. There's lots of people that are doing third-party Blood Angels pieces, I guess. So now we need to figure out which arms... I can make these axes work with. I never play flamers, so let's... I don't think I would put a hand flamer on a captain either. I don't think it's a great option, so I'm going to take this arm and we'll just snip the flamer off at the wrist. Ethan says the thumbnail had him laughing. Good. That was kind of the plan for the thumbnail, Ethan. One of the guys in chat made the thumbnail for Reddit, and it made me have a good laugh, yeah. Arkham picked up a box of the Sangreguard and Death Company from Element Games. Yeah, I think those Firstborn boxes are going to be worth their weight in gold, man, because thank you so much for subscribing, someone paid. Lots of new people in here tonight. Guys, if you get 2 seconds at some point on tonight's stream as well, if you could hit the like button, that really actually does help me out so much. So, you ever do that when you cut a bit of Warhammer and you just hear it ping around the room, like ping, 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 ping? You're like, well, that'll be a fun thing to find later. God knows where that actually landed. Ah, here we go, I need a nail file. Because I'm going to file off this. Yes, I am very interested in Space Marine 2 discussing result. I haven't got round to building it yet. I'm building a custom captain, a Primaris captain, Wraith 1. And I'm going to be giving him a set of custom 3D printed Sangreguard wing jetpack. Because wings are cool. It landed 50 feet away from you, yeah. So, yeah, loads of people have asked, which is good because when you see this thumbnail on my channel, the Crimson Lords thumbnail of my mini factory, a work by Grey Tide Studios. Grey Tide Studios sent me this box. Grey Tide Studios. Take your miniatures to the next level. It's important to note, none of these are whole miniatures. It's just bits to upgrade your current miniatures. So, they sent me this. Well, the arm's actually at a weird angle. Very weird angle. I don't think that arm's going to work. Oh, why is that such a weird angle? That's annoying. Alright, I need a different arm. That's fine. See what other arm we can get. I've got sidetracked. Yeah, Grey Tide Miniatures sent me stuff. None of it is complete miniatures, it's just upgrade things. So for example, these two axes that I'm going to be putting on this this model, along with this winged... Oh, that's a Death Company jetpack, because it's got a cross on the back of it. I didn't realise that was a Death Company one. So we've got winged Death Company jetpacks as well. Oh, okay. Let's use this one. Let's keep this one for a chaplain then. Do we get Primaris chaplains with jump packs yet? No. No, we only have Firstborn chaplains with jump packs. So I should make a Primaris chaplain with a jump pack. I'm sure I've got bits I could convert a chaplain. There's 438 signatures on the petition. Do you know what? I'll link the petition because I do actually kind of agree with the petition. One second, let me link this petition in chat. So the petition is just, it's a simple petition. It is to ask Games Workshop to, what was it like? It was to ask Games Workshop to improve the Sangreguard or make it so the Sangreguard can be better. I'm not entirely sure. But basically just get some visibility on the fact that Blood Angels players are not super happy with what's happened to the Sangreguard. So if you've got 2 minutes and you haven't signed the petition, they're trying to get it to 500 signs or signatures. You can tell how clueless I am. Did anyone else notice that Blood Angels captain they showed doesn't have a gold helmet and has a lieutenant shoulder pad? Yes, a few people mentioned that there were some mistakes on that Blood Angels captain. I think there was another mistake where he what was the other mistake? I'm struggling. He had emblems from both the 2nd and the 3rd company on him, I think was the other mistake. So yeah, there was lots of mistakes on that captain for some reason. But maybe they just stuck all the bits that they had onto him to give themselves some options, potentially, I guess. Alright, that arm looks like it would work. That's a Primaris arm from... yeah, from a Reaver. Okay. It's the same length, but better angle. Cool. And then I need a more straight Primaris arm. I save so many sprues from everything I've ever built. I can never throw anything away, it feels like. But then it comes in super handy when you're like, I need an arm with this one specific angle. That the Reavers and the Infiltrators actually had a lot of spare arms. They were a really good sprue for getting spare Primaris arms on, I found. Right, I think this gives me one arm at the right angle. I'm going to struggle to find this other arm actually, though. Damn it! It's fine. I've got plenty of boxes I can look through. Where the hell did I put my knife? There. GW does love their Primaris Lieutenants. I don't know if we're going to get so many more Primaris Lieutenants. Signing the petition is pointless if you've already decided you're buying them. They can't ignore the design without scrapping a mold. Injection costs money. Yeah, I don't think I would be expecting them to scrap the mold. I think that if enough people sign the petition, maybe they will do a upgrade sprue for Death Company and Sangreguard. Because that's probably all what it needs, right? Like a few different chest piece options, a few different helmet options, a few different Death Company bits or bobs. I mean, like, it doesn't... They don't need to scrap the whole thing. They just need to actually maybe... At least I don't think they need to scrap the whole thing. Right, where are all that giant bag of shoulder pads? Here we go. Right, we've got like a pretty ornate shoulder pad in here. Here we do. What's this? Yeah, this one's kind of giant. It's got skulls. It's got all sorts. So I think I'm going to have to stick the arms on first. And then see how it feels with... see how it feels with the jump pack on before I do the shoulder pads. Is Grey Tide comparable with Horus Heresy models? Compatible. It would be, right? Because... I mean... the shoulders and the helmets and stuff would be. I guess the rest of the stuff would be Primaris based. The Blood Angel stuff isn't available in my mini factory for 2 weeks yet. When it's available in 2 weeks, I'll be putting out a video, and then the plan is... And I believe when it becomes available, you'll be able to get a free STL for printing, so you can try it out. So that's what's happening. My thumbnail is like a preview, so I need to finish making that video. So that video's got like 40 different slides with pictures of everything, but I wanted to have some actual physical models in front of me as well to show in the video, because I think that if I was just showing all the promo material, that's fine. But if I had a couple of models built as well, that would be cool, right? Adding detail and not just blank armor would be a good start, says Nick. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you don't have to sign the petition if you don't want to. I signed it. I would like to see... I have no problem, like, I will buy the pieces that I need. I must admit, I buy a lot of stuff on eBay. If I can get stuff cheaper, I will buy it cheaper, but at the same time, it's about convenience. If Games Workshop sell me a really awesome sprue that I really need, then I'll buy that too, you know? What do you think is easier to play for a beginner? Blood Angels, Dark Angels, or Black Templars? I mean, I think Blood Angels are best for everything. I don't know, as a beginner... Yeah, it's a tough one. I don't know, chat, tell me, what's the best army for a beginner? But hey, there's no Dark Angels commander out there. There's no Black Templar commander out there. So if you're having problems with those two armies, then you got no one. There's no one to help you. If you're having a problem with the Blood Angels, well, I'm here. I had a video out on Monday. I had a video out last night. I get a video out tonight. I got a video out tomorrow. So I mean, I've had 4 videos out in the last 5 days. I was planning on streaming Saturday and Sunday, so this week I'll have a video 6 days out of 7. So hey, if you're having problems with the Blood Angels, at least you know you've got a community with a big Discord and all that to back you up. And I was going to say, and I answer questions for everybody. I love everybody that's got a green name in the chat. You guys fucking rock supporting me with your real hard-earned cash. I love it so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. But I don't like do member-only streams and stuff where like normal people aren't allowed to speak or anything like that. You know, it's like all my streams, just everyone can chat, everyone can answer questions. If I can't answer it, there's sure as hell someone in Discord that will be able to answer it, right? So, John is the Blood Angels customer support. Thanks, Eternal Cruz. That's what I was looking for. Spent 4 years on YouTube building this channel to be called the Blood Angels customer support. What are we working on today? I'm working on custom pieces, Dermont, from the Crimson Lords Grey Tide Studio thing. I've put it up on the stream like 10 times already. Here it is. Even the Death Guard players giving gifted subs tonight. Look at that. Disgusting Resilient, that's very generous of you. If you guys do play Death Guard or follow Death Guard, Disgustingly Resilient podcast is... Are you the biggest Death Guard channel on YouTube now? I think last time I checked, like a couple of weeks ago, you just hit 7,000 subscribers or something like that. So if you do play Death Guard, in any way, shape or form, and you need help, or you want to learn more about Death Guard, then you could do no worse than the Disgustingly Resilient podcast. The arm that Flamer was on was really weird. Such a weird angled arm. So maybe the plasma pistol has a better angle. It feels like it does. But yeah, thanks very much for the gifted sub. Derek, come join us in the members only room on Discord. You got the Death Guard player to thank of all the people to thank. That's a bit random, but there we go. Is it actually confirmed anywhere in the lore that Sangre Guard have wings? Yes. I mean, it's in all the old codexes. It talks about them having wings, etc, etc, etc. 6.2 thousand now on Disgustingly Resilient. Sorry, maybe it was 6,000 you got to, and I saw your... I think I posted on your post saying congratulations. It's no... Dude, it is no mean feat to get to 6,000 subscribers. You're doing really well. Congratulations. But yeah, thank you so much for the gifted membership. So I think, here's the thing though, right? If you want winged Sangre Guard, you are going to be able to make them. This jump back right here is proof. And in the next 10 or 15 minutes, I guess I will get it on this model and you'll see how it looks. And I'm pretty confident it's going to look really good. And I have 5 of these, which I'm very lucky about, but I'm likely going to want to print some more because I think wings are cool, man. Like, I put wings on my Dante, and I think Dante is cooler with wings. I mean, he doesn't have to have wings, but I think he's cool with wings. You guys know I never actually finished these models, right? But I put wings on my Plasma Inceptors. Upside down Sangre Guard wings. I just stuck them on. I mean, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. They had the same problem, and there's no space between the jump back and the shoulder pad, right? So I just stuck them straight on the shoulder pad. Up close, maybe it looks a bit janky, but when you've got them on the tabletop and they're all sitting down there and they're all winged with their double plasmas, they're pretty fucking cool. Wings are cool. Maybe that's what that, maybe that's what the petition should have said. Like, it didn't need to say anything else, like, we want better looking Sangre Guard. It could have just said, wings are cool. That's all it needed to be. I'm a little bit worried. I think I need an arm that's more pointed forward, unfortunately. So I need to find an arm that's more pointed forward. Because I think I have to have it pointed forward if he's going to hold an axe. That's fine, I'll find an arm. Nico says, hell yeah. Drizzle likes the Inceptor wings. Yeah, I don't know, man. I had some spare Sangre Guard wings. I put them on the Inceptors. Doesn't make a whole lot of thematic sense, but it's cool, right? Well, Bad Francis, if you find somebody that's bought this Crimson Lord set that's going on sale in 2 weeks' time... What's the kitbash recipe I'm using, Dylan? I kitbash basically on how I'm feeling at any given moment. There is no recipe. I look in a bag like this, I see something that looks cool, I stick it on. Some of my best kit bashes are the ones that I probably spent like the least amount of time and effort on. So it's like, just if you're thinking about kit bashing, just do it, man. There's no right or wrong when it comes to kit bashing. I feel like it's like the Nike logo. Just do it. Just kit bash and see what happens. Most of the time, I imagine it'll look pretty good. I mean, and the thing is, you can make anything work, right? Like, or just about anything work. Like, I need a shoulder, I need an arm that's like straightforward. So here's an arm that's pretty straightforward. But it's got a shoulder pad attached to it, right? And I don't really want the shoulder pad. So what you can do is you can just hack on it, and I'm gonna do that right now actually. Now once I clean this up, I'm just gonna hack the shoulder pad off. And because another shoulder pad will cover over top of it, as long as I'm reasonably careful when I'm hacking apart it, I can probably hack this whole shoulder pad off, replace it with another like bigger, grandioser shoulder pad over top of it. and you won't even know that the shoulder pad underneath is just like absolutely destroyed or whatnot. So it's just about a little bit of time and delicacy sometimes when you get to the more finer pieces, I guess. The problem with Sangregard is, I don't know if the problem with Sangregard is just the wings. You think they look like fridges. What do you mean by fridges? It's the legs, I think. The legs looks a little bit Gravis, right? Richard, thank you so much for the $2 for the thumbnail. I gotta split that with oh, I forget who was it that made, someone made that thumbnail on Reddit. I'm a plagiarist. I laughed at it so hard on Reddit, I thought I'd better copy it. Can you see if you've the arm from the Blood Angels upgrade sprue? The Primaris one. Does it not have a shoulder pad attached? I was going to say, I probably do have a Primaris upgrade sprue. Where is the question? Apparently I have like 10 bit boxes. And they're all over the friggin' place. Got a Firstborn upgrade sprue. I've got a Deathwatch upgrade sprue. That's Assault Intercessor arm. You know what? I know I've got a Primaris upgrade sprue somewhere. It would just be a case of where. Is it in the? Might be in the Indominate box. You know what? I've still got a spare Sangregard banner, so maybe I'll even use the Sangregard banner on the new. I've got that guy. It's sad that he's going to be legend. You know what, Smithy? Smithy, if you're in the chat, you sent me this. I saw you in Reddit earlier, so. I think that's another Firstborn upgrade sprue. God damn it, all the Firstborn upgrade sprues. Firstborn, bestborn, huh? That's what everybody says. I think that's the Primaris upgrade sprue, but of course, the Bolter arm's already taken. They didn't give you that many good arms from the upgrade. I guess there was like one arm on the upgrade sprue. Oh, what's that? That's the lieutenant up. I could take the power sword out of his hand and put in an axe. That might be the plan. I think that's a lieutenant sprue. Man, look at all the cool Death Company jump packs you got with them. Hold on. Yeah, here's some. That's an infiltrator sprue. Infiltrator sprues are very good for spare arms because they have a lot of arms that hold the bolters with them. So I've always had some great luck with infiltrator upgrade sprues. Yeah, okay, so we've got some. We can make this work. I think I need to buy some more feathered shoulder pads. You know the Sangregard feathered shoulder pads, though. I don't think the Crimson Lords ones. Let me see. Because there was 2 bags of shoulder pads. So yeah, if you buy this Crimson Lord upgrade thing, you think you're going to need is you're still going to need the regular models. You're still going to be able. Like there is a lot of very unique and cool shoulder pads here. But I don't think you know the Sangregard ones that are just feathers like down both sides with like the blood drop in the middle. You just don't get those. I mean, this is a cool... I've never seen a Death Company shoulder pad like this, where it's just like a big red X, or a big X, with lots of teeny tiny skulls all around it. That's going to be pretty cool. And then this is like a Sangre Guard one that's got like almost like a death mask built into it, but like a proper... It feels pretty substantial. Like a big ass shoulder pad with a death mask on it. Some of these shoulder pads feel way bigger than the Games Workshop ones. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to buy... I like those feather ones, you know the ones I'm talking about? If GW stops producing a design, they should lose exclusive rights to it. Give it to the free market. Yeah, that'll never happen, Reziel, but yeah, see, that's why I want people to sign that petition, because maybe if enough people sign the petition, then they'll realise that people like those old feathered shoulder pads. Like, I like those feathered shoulder pads. I was actually looking at them on eBay today, because I'm like, I've used a lot of those feather shoulder pads. I don't know how many I have left and or spare, right? So I think I'm going to try and... I'm going to take this power sword off and see what it looks like. But yeah, even the new Blood Angels upgrade sprue doesn't seem that exciting. Like, if you can get a set of these Crimson Lords for like the cost of a couple of upgrade sprues, then I would get the Crimson Lord stuff 100% over the upgrade sprues. So yeah, I might, in the next week or two, I'll have a video out with about the Crimson. Yeah, this arm will work. I'm gonna take off. I'll keep these 3 arms that I took the hands off, because they'll probably be useful at some point. There's a 3D printed of the feather shoulder pads on Cult 3D. Okay. What's my opinion on the new Sanguinar model? He looked a lot better in the video than he did in the photos, Harry. Like, if you saw the photos and you were thinking, because that's kind of where a lot of people were sort of like, people weren't sure about the Sanguinar from the photos, but if you go watch the video they released on that day, there's like a different angle of the Sanguinar, and he honestly looks like, maybe it's the lighting in the photos, or maybe it's lighting in the video, but he honestly looks a lot cooler in the video. So I'm wondering if it's one of these ones where we have to buy him and see him in person, and then we think he's great, but right now from the photos we're kind of not entirely sure. Do you know what? I've got an upgrade kit for a dreadnought right here as well, Alex. Let me get this. Let me get some arms and get this damn jump pack on this guy. How long have I been live? I've probably been live ages. Been sidetracked. Yeah, I've done nothing in like an hour and a half. Okay. Sidetracked way too often. But that's fine. I'm going to be live on Saturday night as well, and I'm probably going to be building more Crimson Lords on Saturday night, so I've got more ammo for my video, or I've got more models made that I can use in my introduction to Crimson Lords video. So if I don't get anything finished tonight, it's not the end of the world. I'll be back on Saturday night doing it as well. But yeah, I was saying, I've got a tactics video coming out tomorrow. It's a bit of a weird one because obviously all the new rules are about to come out, and I'm not entirely sure. Like, I didn't want to jump into any of the squads and stuff like my normal tactics videos, so I've done a bit of something a bit different. It should still be entertaining, it should still be informative, but it is a bit different from the normal content. I guess that, well, we're in a bit of limbo here for a few weeks, I guess, waiting for a release date on the new codex, right? So I guess things will be a little bit different on the channel for a few weeks. The lore for the new Sangre Guard doesn't even make sense to me. Isn't Baal like the HQ world or the side of the Great Rift? Shouldn't the forges still be able to produce artificer armor? So I am the hugest lore person, Rage, but my understanding is the Sangre Guard armor, their artificer armor, is like a relic from the Great Crusade. They can't just make more artificer armor, same as like Terminator armor can't be produced anymore or whatever. So there's some bits that are weird in that, like, yes, they can't produce any more artificer armor, so technically after the battle they should have gone and got all the artificer armor from the dead Sangre Guard, and But there was also like a paragraph in there that like every single death mask that the Sangre Guard wear like fuses to their wearer, and then the Sangre Guard, the mask takes on the appearance of who's wearing it. So I think what's really happened is they've just ignored the lore. I don't think there's anything else to it. They've just decided to ignore it. Because they had unhelmeted Sangre Guard, which really didn't make a lot of sense, because one, they would be wearing their death masks because they actually provide battlefield bonuses, and two, they're supposed to be like infused into the death mask and then it takes on their appearances. And again, they're ancient relics, same as the artificer armor. So I mean, Guilliman did break through the Great Rift, so like at the end of Devastation of Val, the Ultramarines did arrive at Val to help them out. There was still that sort of rift between the two areas of like, what was it, Imperium Secundus and the Imperium, so there's still a rift there. But I guess the argument is that the Sangre Guard have been replaced with Primaris Marines, and said Primaris Marines are, I guess, a bit different. Someone else in chat help me out here in the lore. The lore doesn't make much sense since GW has written everything is possible. The new masks are awful. I really think the new masks are average at best. I don't like them at all. They just, to me, they look like Stormcast Eternal masks. I couldn't remember the name of them in the other video that I'd made. I don't play Age of Sigmar. I just called them Sigmar Marines or something. But for me, they look too much like Stormcast. And what's funny is, Stormcast have actually moved a lot from like when Stormcast first came out. That's sort of when their masks looked like. Because I remember the old Stormcast, it felt like they were bolted in, like there was bolts across the top of their masks. I always thought Sangre Guard masks were more like scary and spiky and ornate. And the Stormcast masks were quite generic or quite flat. Maybe? Flat? I don't know if flat's the right word, but plain? Smooth? Hard to put in words, but yeah, I feel like they look like they could have just been Stormcast masks, and I don't think that's really what we were looking for, right? Do you think, here's a question that no one's really answered, do you think we'll get a book? Did Black Templars and Dark Angels get any lore? Like, do you think we'll get a new book to add to the story? The new masks look like Cybermen. I'm not really sure what Cybermen is, sorry. Look, Cody's here and he likes the new Sangre Guard. So everybody please make sure that you respect Cody's opinion, because I don't want... That was the thing that was happening on my comment section and stuff, like... We shouldn't be flaming each other. If someone likes the new ones, more power to them. I can understand why people don't like them. I can understand why people do like them. Some people like simplicity on their Warhammer models. It's fine if that's what you like, you know? But cool, it's nice to see some people like them, I must admit. Because you guys know as well as I do, I unsubscribe to anyone that's going to put overly negative shit in my YouTube feed on a daily basis, right? And there's plenty of channels out there that make negative videos, because negative videos do get clicks and views. I don't like watching negative stuff, and it gets lots of clicks and views. If I wanted lots of clicks and views, I could just make negative, controversial shit every day, but that's not what I do. But I mean, there is a real monetization, I don't know what you call it, incentive to make negative crap, because people, negative energy thrives and it gets clicks and it gets views. I think they do everything possible to smooth out the lore and figure out as much as possible to create a blur to be able to do everything and anything with it. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna, like, if we do get some sort of justification for why the Primaris Sangre Guard look different, like there might be a paragraph in the Codex, they're probably not going to go into a million details. They're probably just going to say, like, you know, with all the Sangregar dying on Devastation of Baal. I think somebody said, because I said in my last video, most of the Sangregar died in Devastation of Baal. It's like 6 or 7 years since I read Devastation. I read it when it first came out, right? And I can't remember what I had for dinner tonight, so I don't know how the hell I'm going to remember a book like 7 years old, right? So I said, I think most of the Sangregar died at the Devastation of Baal, and someone replied and said there was one survived. One Sangregar survived the Devastation of Baal. So the new Sangregar are essentially replacements. You know, they might not be Firstborn Marines that went through the Rubicon. They might just be Primaris. Discussing Resilient podcast says, "Oh my god, dude, negative content gets so many views and it pisses me off so bad." I try not to let it piss me off, dude, because if you're pumping out that negative shit day in and out, it must bleed over into the rest of your life, right? Like, I just try and be happy in life, you know? Like, don't let it bother you, man. Nothing will come from it. There'll be no positive thing from it bothering you. Just know yourself that you're doing good, positive content and ignore it. Honestly, it's all you can do. I do think it's a larger change that they would need to make a story about it. I would love a new Blood Angel story. I'd buy it. I liked the last 3 or 4 Guy Haley books. I think I've got all of them on paperback, maybe, and I think I bought all of them on Audible as well. I actually really like them on Audible. They do a very good job of like adding sound effects, and the readers are usually pretty good. So no, I really enjoy the Blood Angels books. I would like more. I'll have another Guy Haley Blood Angels book that tells the story of like replacement Sangregar 100%. I'd like to know how Astaroth got his new armor as well, because in the last book, Astaroth got... It's a bit random in Warhammer 40k, but Astaroth did get eaten by an eel. Yes, that is like an eel that lives underwater, but you're talking like a giant fucking eel, like a 300-meter long eel or something. They were on a boat, crossing a swamp, searching for blood angels that had fallen to the Black Rage, and he got eaten by an eel, and his armor got totally foobarred by it. To a point where, like, I think he just took his armor off, and he was just wandering around with his axe. Like, I imagine he was wandering around in a pair of boxer shorts and his axe. But I actually don't know if they went into that many. That's how I imagined it in my head. His whole power armor is just foobar, so he took it off. So he's wandering around in his boxer shorts with his... What's the axe called? The Executioner's Blade? Any Blood Angels that were falling to red thirst at that point when they just saw naked Astaroth turn up with a blade, they must have been like, hold on a minute. Now I'm seeing Horus, but now I'm seeing naked Horus? What the hell is going on? I think the real reason people don't like the new death masks is the paint job. I do think we get the actual kit, they won't be so bad. Here's the thing though, the existing Sangregar masks are great, the death masks are great, the helmets are great. So, I actually saw a funny meme, and similar to tonight's thumbnail, where the meme was just, it was a picture of do you know what, I've got the box. It was a picture of this box here, right? It's just a picture of this box, and right under here, where it says Blood Angel Sangregar, it said Blood Angel Sangregar upgrade sprue. Because everyone's buying this as an upgrade sprue. Artorius, good evening. The Kitbash is going to be the captain with a jump pack, and he's being customized with pieces from Grey Tide Studio, which I've had to show this. The Crimson Lords are a new collaboration that I'm doing with Grey Tide Studio. So in like a week's time, I'm doing a video. The Crimson Lords is a 3D printed set. For example, look at this glorious Primaris jump pack with wings attached to it. and like an eye, like on Sanguinius armor right here at the back, and a little iron halo built into the jump pack. So I'm doing a collaboration with these guys. The collaboration is I will advertise their Kickstarter, and I will show you some of the models and some of the upgrades and some of the kit bashes that they will let you do. It's important to note though that these are not... Don't glue on that backpack, why? I was literally taking the super glue out to glue it on, why not? Paint it as a sub-assembly? I don't do sub-assemblies. No. Get it on there. I don't do it. I tried sub-assemblies, it's not for me. It's fine. I've got that really good magnifying glass. Everything that I paint is glued on. It'll be easier for me to spray it as well. Trust me, it'll be fine. The wings are actually kind of cleverly bent back. You see that? So because the wings are sort of cleverly bent back, because the thing that we saw in the official models is there's no space between the model and the jump pack. Because the wings are cleverly bent back like that, you'll be able to fit on a shoulder pad, and you'll be able to easily still paint in there. No one's really looking in those tiny little areas anyway, right? So, am I doing a sanguine or alternative? This is just going to be a jump pack captain, honestly. Reziel's going to say don't do sub-assemblies. It'd be interesting to know what percentage of people... when I first came back to the hobby, I tried to do sub-assemblies. And here's the thing, I'll play with this guy. You guys are killing me. I'll play with this guy probably to a tournament when he's like half painted, right? So because of that, sub-assemblies don't... Yeah, I mean, I paint for about 3 hours a week. Before I had kids, I painted for probably like 20-25 hours a week. So my painting time is so limited that inevitably I will go to a tournament where this guy is... He'll be like sprayed red, his wings will be painted white, and he'll have like a black helmet. And that will be 3 colors, and that is tournament ready. So like if you went and looked at, like, I never get to enter best paint at any of the tournaments I go to, because my armies are never friggin' finished. I can't paint a model that is completely assembled. Well, each to your own. I paint everything fully assembled. Sub-assembly makes the painting faster. Well, maybe, probably, Stephen, but here's the thing. I'll end up taking this guy to a tournament a long time before he's finished. Probably like a year before he's finished. Like I won the GT with Dante. My Dante was like, he's 25% painted at best, honestly. But yeah, I think these wings will be totally cool on some of the new Sangre Guard. I think this is probably what the new Sangre Guard if they had wings like this, I think people probably wouldn't be upset, because a head swap's easy, a shoulder swap's easy. It's the wings that are the big problem. I don't see any problem with these wings whatsoever, right? Like I don't know why Games Workshop thought that they just couldn't make wings for them. I mean, there must have been a reason. 10 points for painted was my best secondary. I get 10 points for painted as well. It's just not finished painted is where I'm at, Stephen. Blind says it looks cool as fuck. Yes. Yes, this is a very unhinged stream with a lot of swearing. It's not like me, actually. I think it's because I have to try and be super clean when my kids are around, so I don't swear. So, that's a beautiful wing jump pack, and I want it. Well, the second you see this thumbnail on my channel, make sure you click on the video, because I've been working on this video to get all the different bits showcased. And I really want to have at least one model like sprayed before that video, so this will probably be the model that I'll spray, and I'll put a few colours on so we can see the potential of what these upgrade bits will let you do. But when I saw it, like, because this came through, I think the package arrived on like, what day did the package arrive? I think it must have arrived on Monday, yeah, because I think I put the thumbnail in my Monday video very briefly. And when the package arrived on Monday, the first thing I opened it up was looking for, like, what backpacks have we got? Because, like, I want Sanguinary Guard backpacks with wings, or in this case, there's just a captain with wings, right? And when I saw inside the pack, I was like, that there was, because there's these sort of Sanguinary Guard backpacks with the wings. So there's a few of these, and this one's got like blood drops and a little like cloak on the back, and this one's got like a chalice on the back of it, and this one's got blood drops again with like ornate designs. So all three of them are unique. So if you did buy this, then you have 3 unique backpacks. Kind of like when, you know, the old Death Company sprue had like a bunch of unique backpacks. And the captain's looking pretty sexy already. Yeah, the double axes make him look a little bit corny. As in like the, you know, corn, not like corny as in cheap, corny as in like corn berserker. But hey, I like to convert stuff, man. But then look, you've got Death Company backpacks with crosses. So that's a unique one with a cross and a blood drop.
I have awoken.
Hey Casper, thanks so much for subscribing. Here's one with a cross and like a parchment and some chains. Here's one with just like a parchment, some skulls, some blood drops. Here's another Death Company jump pack with a small cross, blood drops, iron halo. So this set has like a ton of things. Like, you wouldn't necessarily need you got a Discord, I can share photos of the army. Yeah, just type !Discord in chat and the bot will tell you the Discord link. We got 1,600 people in Discord as of like 2 weeks ago. It might be a little bit higher now. GW ain't telling me not to have Incarmite axes. Well, that's kind of maybe what this guy is, like double Incarmite axe, right? And then I'll just when I take him to a tournament, whatever weapon loadout he's got is the weapon loadout he's got, if that makes sense. I actually modeled my jump intercessor sergeants with a power fist and a power sword, so when I take them to a tournament, I can just decide which one of 2. So I guess I can't put the cape on this guy, because I would have had to put that on under the jump pack. I don't think he needs the cape as well, to be honest. Do you know what? I like the jump packs one piece as well. I don't like making these jump packs from about 8 different pieces. But I'm lazy. I love a one-piece jump pack. Look at that. Was there any good shoulder pads on this sprue? No, and not really. Okay. If it had some spears, I would have done spears. The one thing I was thinking of doing though was this Brutalis as well. So hold on a minute, right? The dreadnought upgrade bit. These shoulders just stick on here, which is nice enough, right? So I could stick these 2 shoulder pads on, and then the loincloth sticks on here easy enough. So we could have a loincloth on it, and then I already made the sarcophagus, so I'm kind of screwed with that. I can't change that out. But I could put both these bits on, just to sort of cover up the top half, get some feathered wings on there, make him a bit Furioso style. So the question I've got is these leg bits. Are they intended to just sit over top? I think they must be, right? How do you reckon they're supposed to sit? You see that? Like I don't think it would. It might have replaced that whole piece. Would it have replaced that whole piece? I mean, I'm getting another Brutalis, so if the other Brutalis, if it's supposed to replace that whole piece, I can't decide if it should have replaced that whole piece or if it's just supposed to be stuck on top of it. I think I'm going to stick these 2 bits on because I think they're kind of badass. You think that's a replacement? Yeah, so I'll need to remember that I've got, because this is also a replacement as well for the Crozius bit, right? So I need to remember that I've got those pieces for like the next one. Probably a full replacement. Yeah, I think so. That's what I was thinking. Okay. Check out the Great-Eyed Image. That's a good question. I don't know if he sent me an image of the dreadnought. Alright, do you know what? I'll show you very... I'll scroll through this really quick. Oh, can I? No, I don't think he sent me a image of the dreadnought per se. Yeah, this is what he sent me for the dreadnought. How do I show you? Oh, let me hide the chat one sec. But yeah, I've got loads of these. I've got like 30 of these different screenshots. They're all going to be in the video that I'm making. Of all different manners of weapons, Croziuses, chainswords, eviscerators, power fists, lightning claws, cloaks, you name it, he's got it. Heads, unhelmeted, helmeted. There's some badass, there's some really badass heads actually. Like, look at, I was gonna say, look at some of these heads. Compared to the, like, look at this. That's the fucking death mask. Not that bullshit that we saw on the other stream. I love this one as well. I actually, this one is pretty cool as well. So yeah, there's loads. There's loads to look at, right? Yeah, let me put these big ass shoulder pads on this dreadnought. You know what's really annoying is last week I hacked some bits. I think I might be able to get it off. Maybe. Oh yeah, it'll come. Cool, because I hacked these two bits on top of it from a Furioso. But this bit that I've received just looks like it'll be way better. I've got a tool for that. There you go. Just file that down and then stick those other bits on top. It'll look better, I'm sure. Maybe I'll use the bigger file. Careful. Yeah. I'm always careful, Eternal Crusader. Don't make mistakes here on the Blood Angels channel like you Black Templars. Are you getting the Blood Angels box, Eternal Crusader? What are you thinking? Someone was talking about maybe making Death Company out of some of the Sword Brethren. I did actually like that idea as well. I'm going to use Sternguard though. I think I'm going to use the 10. I don't think I'm going to use the 10 Sternguard I have, so I think I'm going to use all 10 Sternguard to make myself like 10 Primaris Sangre Guard with cloaks. Not cloaks, loincloths. Yeah, we don't make mistakes. Happy accidents. Yeah, you watch Bob, I was gonna say Bob Ross, right? My wife watches that. You're getting the box, you might sell the codex. That's probably a good idea. Are you actually making Blood Angels, or are you, you gonna convert them? Yeah, no, I'll remember about those leg parts. I'll try them on the next Brutalis. I'm excited to get the next Brutalis as well. Haven't really decided if I'm going to end up fielding like double Brutalis. I don't know how popular that'll end up being. Well, I mean, I guess they're not Brutalises though, are they? Double Death Company Dreadnought. Okay, you were going to use the Sword Brethren as the captain when the new one was teased. Yeah, that's a tricky one, that new captain. Like, so I feel like everybody's going to want the new captain, and do you know what? I spent ages filing those damn. Spent ages last week filing those Furioso bits. There we go. They're just ripped off there in like 2 seconds flat. Okay. Yeah, I think when that's sprayed and that's stuck on there, you wouldn't even know that I made a bit of a botch underneath there. Double melee dreadnoughts would be fun. It would, wouldn't it? I was gonna say, maybe I can make that bit tiny bit more flush. Tiny bit more flush. I figure when the new box comes out, I'm going to take some time off work as well to do like some longer streams where I'm just figuring out what we actually want to convert from the new models and what bits would be good. And I actually thought that looked okay with the Furioso bits attached, but I think this will just look better, so. They need the jump pack dread like in Heresy. I mean, we were all hoping for a while that we would get that jump pack dread, but they've gone the opposite direction where, like, it used to be the cool things from Heresy eventually came to 40k. Now it's just like everything that's cool in Heresy just is in Heresy, and that's it, right? Well, my headache's gone away. Thanks, guys. You guys are therapeutic, apparently. A lot of people here tonight, though. 86 people. Thanks so much for hanging out tonight. I have had a very exciting month with the Blood Angels Commander channel. There has been like lots of new people and lots of comments, and as much as some of the new stuff has been negative for people, it's been very positive in terms of like just people coming in and being excited, so that's nice. I actually thought that I'd like really screwed up here as well with this dreadnought, because I was like, this. I think I'd started building this dreadnought and I was pretty far on with it before I even spoke to the guy from the Crimson Lords, and I was like, oh my god, I've just built a Brutalis dreadnought, and I'm just gonna get this upgrade kit that I'd been kind of. There's a Blood Angels upgrade kit you can get for a knight, right? I think for like one of the bigger knights, like the Castellan or something. And it's very cool. It costs like $100, but I've been wanting it for a while, but I haven't got round to buying it. Hey Greg, how you doing? But then here's the thing, how often do you actually field a Castellan Knight with your Blood Angels? Probably slim to none, right? So like, I just finished building this, and then I got sent this upgrade kit, and I was like, oh my god, have I made such a mistake finishing that Brutalis, and now I've got the upgrade kit. 2 Brutalises for 320 points. Was wondering how you deploy 2 of them or when you reserve 1 of them. I would probably reserve 1 of them every game. Rapid ingress it, maybe. I think it's very difficult to run dreadnoughts across the board, unless you've got another thing that's a bullet magnet as well, right? Not Blood Angels lists don't really have tons of things that are bullet magnets. Oh, I should have dry fitted that before I did that, but oh well, here we go. I'm debating painting the new Sangre Guard as Dawnbreaker cohorts. Thoughts? Dawnbreaker cohorts have those spears, so it feels thematic. I think they would look cool. You mean like red and... so like, what, black jump packs and like red bodies? Why the hell not, man? You... Soul of Astora? I painted all my Vanguard veterans gold. Why? Because I'd just finished painting a crap load of guys in red and I wanted a change. I painted my Blade Guard in gold, because Blade Guard are first company veterans. And I thought to myself, like, what's the closest thing to Sangre Guard you could get would be like first company veterans, that would be Blade Guard. Kind of the same with Vanguards is. So if you want to paint, like, I think it's cool to give your army unique paint jobs. Yeah, you know, speaking of gold, look, here's an Inceptor I was working on. He was going to be gold. With a set of friggin' Sangre Guard wings. Because I think it's cool, it's unique, it's yours. It stands out from being the same as everybody else. Yeah, you can be the same as everyone else if you want, but you can be different too. There's nothing wrong with being different. Run 6 melee dreadnoughts, 3 Brutalis and 3 Death Company dreadnoughts. I think you'd be brave to do that, but I'm sure somebody somewhere will do it. So I think these go like this. Alright, let's do it. Joel, it'd be nice to have some wings on the dreadnought. I mean, I know it doesn't make sense that they, like, I know they can't fly and stuff, but I think it'll feel... I already painted a bunch of Redemptors, already painted a bunch of Ballistuses, so at least this now looks quite a bit different. It's pretty crazy how good some of these third-party things are as well, in terms of, you know, like when people saw the reveal of the Death Company Dreadnought and saw that there's like no custom pieces on it. I don't know, I don't really understand the lack of, like, why they wouldn't make a bunch of custom pieces for it. I think it just elevates it, it just looks cooler. I'm gonna have to leave this to set for a little while once, because it's quite a big piece of plastic here actually. But that's how it's starting to look, right? Definitely makes him feel a little bit more armored as well, right? He's a big boy. Librarian Dreadnoughts can fly in the lore, yeah. I'm gonna put this loincloth on as well. You can feel a bit Space Wolvie with the loincloth, but yeah, why not? I gotta get on these third-party bits, man. Brian, the video is going to be on the channel the 26th. And apparently if you sign up, you're going to get a free SDL to print and try it at home before you buy anything or whatever, so it'd be worth signing up, checking it out. Jeffrey says it's okay to be different is part of your positive vibe, John. That's why we love the channel. Thanks, man. It is okay to be different. Yeah, that's the most messed up thing in this world these days, right? Is like people can't hack that other people are different. We're not going to get into politics, but yeah, I think if you just... if people could be more accepting of others in general... it would make everything a little bit easier, but that's the world we live in these days. I think a good example is, like, I had a daughter first, and my wife said to me when we were pregnant with, like, this, let's say we were pregnant. I wasn't pregnant, but you sometimes say that as I guess as a family, we were pregnant with a second kid. And my wife said to me, like, what's going to happen if we have a second daughter? And I was saying to her, like, well, we find it pretty difficult with 2 kids. It's a lot to look after them all the time, you know, keep them, you know, they can be a handful, I guess. So I'd said to my wife, like, I was like, well, if we have a second daughter, then I guess we got 2 daughters. And she was like, but did you really want a boy? And I was like, it's 2020, I think this was like a few years ago. It would have been a few years ago, so it was like 2021 or 2020. And I was like, I said to my wife, like, it's 2020 now. You know, women's football is super popular, more popular than it's ever been and stuff. And I was like, I think in this day and age, we're very blessed. Like, I think a girl can do anything a boy can do. So if we have 2 girls, I'm happy. Let's just, you know, no more kids. 2 is plenty. If we have 2 girls, so be it. I'll still be happy. I don't have to have a boy, you know? Like, circumstances happened that we did have a boy, so that's great. But I'd have been totally happy with 2 girls. Like, it didn't bother me. I feel there's nothing that a girl can't do that a boy can do, or you know what I'm trying to say here, right? So yeah, inclusivity and positivity, they are better than they've ever been, but we've still got ways to go as humans, right? Do those dreadnought bits fix over the existing arm plates? They do indeed, Ninjitsu Cola. And if you are interested in these bits, then keep an eye out on my channel for this thumbnail, because this is the video I'm working on for a collaboration that I'm doing with Grey Tide Studios. They sent me over a bunch of bits. I'm making a few models, and my plan is to release a video showing all the bits that they're sending over and how you can get your hands on said bits and get them for yourself. I'm a girl dad, says Frank. Girls CA, is that like Girls California? Or does that CA mean something else? I'm not very hip, Frank, if you haven't noticed. I don't know all my internet slang. I very much sit in this room and do Warhammer and play video games and look after my kids, I guess. QSEF's got a girl that beats up her boy cousins. There you go. See, girls can do anything boys can do. That's what I said to my wife. I was like, we don't need to have boys. 2 girls will be plenty. To anyone that's got more than 2 kids, hats off to you. I don't know how you do it. 2 kids is enough to drive any sane person insane. Maybe your kids behave better than mine, but honestly, 2 kids can drive any sane person insane. Yeah. This is White Bat Audio, Tom. So if you like the music, just go on. You're on YouTube anyway, right? White Bat Audio, like White BAT Audio. He does tons of music like this. It's all royalty free, which is very kind of him, so that's usually what I use on pretty much any music in any of my videos is White Bat Audio. I'd say like he's 95% of my music. So I'm going to go in the next couple of minutes. I'm going to come back on Saturday, I guess, and we'll finish up making this guy. I'll maybe have sprayed the dreadnought, so we can see what he looks like sprayed. I was humming and hawing about this, right? I was deciding if I was going to spray him red or if I was going to spray him black. I guess maybe I'm going to spray him black now that I've got these armor pieces on him. I was thinking before, like, I might make him look a bit like a Furioso dreadnought. You know, because like these pieces look more Furioso than Death Company, but I understand that there might be no such thing as Furioso, but it doesn't mean that I can't paint him like a Furioso, right? Brother of Titans, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. sorry, did I answered your question about the Crimson Lord stuff, right? A few of you guys have got more kids than 2, yeah? Good on you. Yeah, no, I'm 100% done at 2 kids. I think that's a lot of work. Alright, come on, glue. I do have another pot of super glue. I'm just getting the last of this super glue used up, I guess. I assume that this stuff needs to be super glue and not plastic glue. I actually never tried the plastic glue on it, but I assume that the Grey Tide, the 3D printed stuff, will need to be super glue and not like poly cement. I'm really pleased with this upgrade kit actually, though. I think it looks well dope. Sometimes when you're making these like third-party stuff, they look even better when they're sprayed though. So that's why I really wanted to have something sprayed. So getting this guy sprayed before the next stream would probably be a good idea, or getting the dreadnought sprayed, finish off that guy, maybe have him sprayed the weekend after for the Crimson Tide video. So the Crimson, let me just check. I think it's on Monday, is it? Yeah, so Monday the 26th. So if you're in, so all the additional bits that I've been looking at tonight are Crimson Lords. My video about them is coming out Monday the 26th, and that will be the day that you can register your interest for their Kickstarter. It's not a Kickstarter, but it's like a Kickstarter, is what the guy told me. So it's Monday the 26th, you register for it. When you register, you can get a free STL that you can print out yourself to check it out. I'll have a video detailing, like, there must be like, well, there's like, you saw the slides I showed with like 5 helmets, there's like 30 slides. So I'll have 30 slides to show you guys. I'll have some models that are sprayed to show you. I think that the detail on these seems really nice. I want to see it sprayed though, because sometimes when you, even just a spray of white will make it, because it'll just look better. So I think these guys might look even better when they just have a simple spray on them. Yeah. Makes him look even more chunky looking. He does look more chunky looking, doesn't he? The Brutalis does actually have some extra leg armor that I think doesn't come on the Redemptor and the Ballistus kits, because these are extra pieces, I believe. I think it's just 2 extra pieces around the hip joints. Alex had 2 and then you adopted a 3rd. That's a good way of doing it, Alex, actually, yeah. It's a very noble thing, I think, to adopt a child. Like, you gotta be in a very good space to do that, so good for you, man, well done. I was wondering what are the odds of a shirt with Mephiston on the back and a small Blood Angels commander on the front pocket. I'm limited on what I can do on that website, but I think I can do designs on the back. Do you mean like a more dressy shirt than a t-shirt? Like an actual shirt with buttons, Steph? Is that what you're talking about? There's more armor around his fists, his biceps, and the side of his ankle joints. Okay. A t-shirt? Okay. Let me have a look. I know a few people wanted the old Blood Angels Commander logo. You know, the logo that had like the helmeted Space Marine head, like my first version of the logo that I kind of retired. A few people actually wanted that on a shirt, so I was going to investigate about like seeing if I could do that. So yeah, let me see what I can do. The Blood Angels Commander merchandise store is far from finished, right? We want to do more designs. I already spoke to Brett about it. He is keen to do more. He's just away on holiday and stuff, so maybe when he gets back from holiday, we'll look at doing more designs. Especially like the new Astrath model is super cool. We were thinking like a t-shirt with the new Astrath on it would be super cool. Has anyone put the old Death Company Dread front panel on the Brutalis yet? I cut one out the other night. Where the hell did I put it? I cut one out like the crow. I don't know where the frick I've put it. Oh, it's here. Oh, maybe this wasn't the. No, this was Blood Drop. This could have been the Furioso one. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, you could probably try and get it over the top of the current sarcophagus. But I was too far ahead on this one when I cut this one out. But I mean, it does look like it's a pretty similar size. I think you could probably, if you cut this and maybe filed it down, you could probably just stick it right over top. And it might work. Does it fit? I mean, if I hadn't put this chest piece bit on, and like I said, like you made it pretty thin, because this top bit is a really thin bit of plastic, right? So if you made that really thin, you could probably put it on top. It'll probably be pretty. You'd probably have to paint it if you wanted it all painted all the way down before you put it in, but you could potentially do it. It's a bit shorter, but yeah, because it's obscured by this big piece, it probably wouldn't matter. It's a little bit shorter, right? Oh, Trivial Pursuit has done it. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yeah, he's done it. Well, I mean, Trivial Pursuit, if you've got a photo you can share in the Discord, that would be cool. I mean, I guess that's the brilliant thing about the Discord. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out tonight. Please drop a like on the stream if you enjoyed it. Always does help me out. I've got a new tactics video coming out tomorrow, 1 PM UK time. So you'll see that 1 PM. And maybe we'll do a poll on the channel about what people like and don't like with the new. I'm indifferent about doing a poll because I think it's just going to be very negative. Like, I know a lot of people don't like the new kits, and so anyone that wasn't in the stream earlier, there's a petition going on to try and get Games Workshop to listen to us to say that we don't like the new kits. It's at 470 signatures now. There it is in the chat if you want to sign the petition. It's basically just saying that, like, I don't know what we're expecting to change, not much, but it's to basically tell Games Workshop that we're not super happy with this new kit and it feels a bit generic, which it does. So if you've not signed the petition and that's something you care about, you can do that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back Saturday night for a live stream, probably about the same time as we started tonight. So hopefully see some of you guys Saturday. Thank you so much. There were some gifted subs, there were some memberships, all that good stuff, some super chats. Thank you so much to everybody who did that. You guys already know that I appreciate that so much. So people already know. Well, Games Workshop already know. Yeah, they know DTM. Are they going to do anything about it? Do they care? I genuinely don't know. I feel like I'd like them to do something about it. Like, just say, we hear you. What we'll do is we'll endeavour to do a second Blood Angels upgrade sprue. We realise you're such a diverse chapter with so many intricacies, and we haven't managed to hit them, so we're going to do it. That's what I want to hear, right? You don't think they'll do that? Okay. Well, I can dream, can't I? I have a dream. Damn it, I have a dream. Yeah, I don't want them to change the current mold. I want them to make an upgrade sprue with more Death Company shoulder pads and more Sangre Guard shoulder pads. Hell, they could even speak to me about it. I'm always here. I email them from time to time. Thanks for signing it, Evengi. Every little helps. Hey, our whole community is here. They could come on and they could do a chat on the Discord. You know, we're all here. We're all here to give the feedback. Right, I'm going to take off. Have a great night, guys. Thanks so much for watching.